Anyway, hey guys, how's it going? So this past Thursday
That's right, it was Thursday.
was an unusual day because there was a show that we went to, and we don't generally go to shows, during the week.
No, we're too old for
We're
that.
too old for that. But this was a very, very special occasion. Our buddy Bud Ingram-Lile,
Lyle?
yeah. If you're in,
Or maybe it's pronounced Lily. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but anyways.
yeah, well, I saw things where it's just Bud Ingram, so
Yes.
I'm not sure
How that all works
how
out.
that's the story I never got from him.
Well, I mean, he's still around. So
Well, yeah,
it's still a costume. if
yeah,
you
and I'm
like.
sure we'll run into him at shows, but our buddy Bud, who was a photographer and has been around for the scene for a few years now. And everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. He's awesome.
He's got fabulous hair.
He has awesome hair. He's just a good guy. He's very even temperament. At least I've never seen anything other than that from him. I'm sure that side comes out as it does in everyone, but he doesn't show it publicly, which is probably good. And that was a weird tangent to go on.
I was going to say, I know your poor bottled up angst, rage, etc.
But anyway, he is moving down to Santa Fe, correct? I believe it's Santa
I
Fe.
thought it was Arizona somewhere, but maybe it's Santa Fe.
I believe it's Santa Fe, which is in New Mexico in the desert. And we're all super jealous of him. Because it'd be awesome just to
Not be in this state,
pull,
especially
pull,
in the winter.
pull up and move to the desert. But he's leaving. I think he said officially December 2nd, I believe, is his move date. I think is what he was saying, or the 19th, something like that.
Yeah.
It's sometime early mid-December is when he's actually moving down there. He was telling me, because we were kind of chatting, because I was like, so when is the move actually happening? And we were talking, and that day, that Thursday, they closed on the house down there. So it's like, we got a place to live. Because he's like, yeah, that'd be really bad if they showed up with the furniture and there was nowhere to put it. And I'm like, yeah, fair. Anyway, all that being said, he threw going away celebration, and basically he just booked all his favorite bands that he's worked with, that he likes, that he's whatever, and then had it at the DogHouse, which you've seen 3-4 shows there now. 3, 4, 5, something like that.
Yeah, I saw a couple before I started
Yeah.
officially hanging out with you there
And then,
too.
yeah, I mean, technically, I played
Yeah.
there before we
That's so crazy.
with astronauts. We played there once, and then maybe I saw one show there because I think I dragged Jeremy to go see 10,000 Days with Toxicity opening. I believe. I think that was at the DogHouse. I could be wrong. But anyway, since our joining up, we've seen 4 or 5 shows there, something like that. And I like that place. It has a good feel.
Yeah.
The food is, if we remember to eat, which we did not on
Not that
Thursday.
Day, yeah.
The food is fairly good. The staff is usually very nice and very friendly. The sound is usually good. And this is where we start. Because the first band up,
This is where we start.
I thought that was a good transition.
And go.
The first band up was a band called Leaving Hope. A name that I'd seen around like forever. Well, probably not forever because they haven't been around forever, but for the last couple of years. And just had never caught him, just had never seen him. And our buddy Lou, this is like one of his like favorite bands in the city. And we're like, okay, and you were late because you were working.
Yeah.
This one has been working like a mad woman. It's just been crazy.
We got a new baby. We got a few new babies in our lab, but our new chemistry analyzer baby, we're working on getting, we have go live next week. So yeah, so unfortunately I was, I could not get out anywhere near when I wanted to get out, and had to have him Uber his way on over without me. But yeah, so then I ended up missing.
Yeah, so
And-
so she missed Leaving Hope, and later I went back and listened to what they have on Spotify. They have 4 singles on Spotify, and that sounds good. So it's like, okay, this band, like, even watching them, like, I knew the songs were there, I knew the performance was there. Just the sound was not good. And Bradley, I know you're going to be watching this. And at one point, at like 3 songs in, he was like, that bass drum sounds like crap, doesn't it? I'm like, yeah, it does. Because it sounded like he was playing on like a rubber garbage can. Or like
Oh.
and it was really loud in the mix too. So especially when they went into like any double bass stuff, it took over everything, and it didn't sound. I mean, it was just. And then the bass and the guitar were mixed really low. Vocals sounded good, but everything else was just off and kind of one of those kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, for that reason, their set was hard to watch. I talked to Dee, the singer, a little bit afterwards because he was, or I think it was the bass player, who was asking Lou about, this guy that does
Oh yeah.
show reviews, and he's like, yeah, that's my buddy Ryan. Give me your information. So I didn't talk to him actually, but I talked to the singer Dee a little bit, and I mean, he seems like a cool guy. They seem really nice, and they have a good stage presence and all that. But just that mix was just so off. It was just bad. I don't know if they had a new sound guy, if they got had like new gear brought in that they hadn't finally tuned yet, or because usually the sound there is really good. I think in previous reviews we've kind of praised the sound there. So I don't know what the hell is going on, but it did not sound good. And then so shortly after their set is when you show up. And then second band up was Airship Caravan,
That's right. Yep.
who we've seen a few times now. And even the beginning of their set, the sound was off.
Yeah.
The guitars were really low. Bass was almost non-existent. The vocals were good, whatever. But yeah, I mean, it took about 3/4 of their set for them to sound like they should. But that being said, what do we think?
Oh, they're freaking fabulous. Yeah, and they always have kind of a slightly different, like, not really energy, but maybe it's the songs they pick or what, but maybe it's a little bit to do with the venue too, but there's but I mean, they're really great. Just fabulous energy, and all seem to be great musicians and everything. Every time I've seen them, it seems a little different to me. Like, I was like thinking they would seem familiar, but I couldn't remember who the heck they were. And I'm like, who is this? And then he told me, I'm like, well, oh crap, yeah,
yeah, of
okay,
course.
that, makes sense. But yeah, just really good. I really do enjoy watching them play it, and that was a really good set.
Yeah, I mean, their energy on stage is really, really good.
And Mr. Wiggliest bass player in the universe.
Yes.
Wiggle, jump, do this, do that, and like, yeah.
Which somehow, I don't know if we've just never noticed before, or
I don't know.
I don't know.
But
Because I don't think they've changed any members. I mean, I don't think.
I just think it's one of those slightly different every time things, and maybe his energy was just really high, or maybe we never noticed before.
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, because even I leaned over to her and said, these guys sound like the energy is the same, but like the vibe and like the overall kind of thing, as you said, is a little bit different every time you see it, because we've seen them Because first time I saw him was in Underground Music
Oh,
Cafe.
okay. Mm-hmm.
And I immediately thought, okay, there's something here. These guys are good.
Mm-hmm.
And then we saw them at the Caboose.
Yes, I believe so. Yep.
Yep, with Castor, I think, headlined that show. And then we saw at
Red
least.
Sea. Did we
Oh
see
yeah,
them at the
yep,
Red Sea?
yep. We saw him at the Red Sea,
Mhm.
and then so this is our fourth time seeing
I
him.
think so. I think this is fourth time.
Oh, then we saw him up in Duluth too,
Oh, that's right.
at a caddy shack.
There we go.
And yeah, every time we see them, it's just a little bit. Always good, always consistent musically. But yeah, it's always a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I don't remember Bud's connection to Leaving Hope. He did explain all of this at the end. I just don't remember. But Airship Caravan, he went on tour with twice, and had some good stories from that. But yeah. So
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed. They're just that's a band that's hard to. You want to watch everybody all at the same time because each one of the members is so dynamic. And so, like, I'm looking there, look at there, look at there, look at there, look at there, look. It's like it's with me who wants to see everything.
it is a lot to take. Well, and then I did notice that maybe I don't know if you noticed this too, and I think I'm right, is that the guitarist over here was doing a lot more singing than I think the
Oh.
last time we saw them.
I think so.
Um,
Yeah.
Actually, both guitarists and the guitarist keyboardist were both doing more singing than in previous sets that we've seen them. So maybe that's
Oh,
different
that
too.
could be it. Yeah.
Because it's usually just that main guy whose name I don't know. I apologize. But the very striking curly-haired like maniac up front.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
no offense
In a good
at all.
way.
In a good way.
maniac.
In a good way.
maniac.
But yeah. But yeah, so these need to be spreading out the vocals, and maybe that's
Yeah.
changing the vibe a little
More
bit. I
of
don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. A little
But-
stronger, a little more kind of captivating
Mm-hmm.
in a way.
Yeah, and more like harmony work and stuff, and which just
Yeah.
makes it richer and fuller. And yeah. But,
Yeah. But very enjoyable.
oh yeah, always enjoyable, always fun.
And Lou seemed like he liked them well enough too.
Yeah,
Like,
Our buddy Lou, who we've talked about many times, the only band on the bill that he had seen was Leaving Hope. So it was his first time seeing Airship, and then the other two, which we'll get into in a second. Yeah, so this is his first time seeing them, and yeah, I think. I mean, I think he enjoyed everybody. I think he was having fun that night. So, him and James, and yeah. Anyway, so next up
Next up was
our
wow.
boys.
Oh man. And that's just wonderful.
As
can't even-
Bud said, is everybody pregnant?
Yeah, everybody
Now,
should be pregnant.
Guys and girls, doesn't matter. Everybody's pregnant. And of course, we're talking about our brothers in Unkle Daddy. And if you have not seen Unkle Daddy, just do it. Just
Yeah.
because they're such a good time.
And they're one of those bands that is so original, unique. Just one of those that we just say there's just nobody out there like them.
Nope. Nope. That is for damn sure.
So, but they're all just excellent musicians and just a pleasure to watch.
Yeah.
And just the greatest songs. So just you go on a trip with them. You definitely do.
For sure.
Yeah. I just you're gonna smile. You're gonna smile, and if you don't, then I don't know what's wrong with you.
Yeah,
but-
then you need professional help, I think. And they did open with a couple of new ones,
yeah.
both of which I mean that second new one especially, I really dug that one. That one's cool. So good work, boys.
Yeah.
And just to show you the kind of people that they are, I went up to their drummer afterwards, and I was like, good job as always, and pointed to Lou, and I'm like, that's my buddy Lou, and he has this weird thing where he likes to collect drumsticks signed by all the band members and whatnot, and I'm like, so would you happen to have one extra? And he was immediately like, yeah, sure, of course, no problem, and grabbed it and grabbed the pen and got it signed, and it's like, so signing a stick for someone you've literally never met. It's like, okay, cool. that just shows the caliber of people we're talking about. Like they're just, and again, they're fans as well. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, yeah,
Oh, they're just so good. So
they're just awesome. They're
you
just
gotta
yeah.
you gotta check them out. They're just and of course I just keep going back to the Halloween Golden Girls
Yes.
thing because that was classic. That was
That was
so
awesome.
hilarious.
That might be the high watermark in Uncle Daddy for me. Just seeing
Yeah.
5 Golden Girls on stage. Yeah.
Yeah, that was thank you guys because that was just I just love always watching you.
Oh, and of course they brought Bud up on stage.
Oh, that's right.
For
Yes.
Highway Song.
Yeah, so that was oh my gosh, that's hilarious too. So
And that's one of this one's
Yeah.
favorite songs. So Spotify, check it out. I think all their stuff's on Spotify.
yeah,
I
they got a
believe so.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, that's on the newest release. So yeah. So yeah, they run him on stage and he sang at that, and there's been videos going around Facebook about that or of that. So yeah, it was just cool.
Yeah, and you could just tell how much each of these bands, values their friendship with Bud. And,
Oh, absolutely.
And just so neat to see, and and it is this like it's that family kind of thing, and so it's so neat.
Yeah, so that was Uncle Daddy, and then rounding out the night was the band that Bud said kind of started his career, and I'm not sure how they hooked up, but he missed their first show, but then I think he says he's been at pretty much every other show they
Sounds like
played.
it, yeah.
I don't know if that's in the city. I don't know if he's traveled with them or not, but and that is, and you're probably not going to, this one 'cause it'll be easy to read, Corsair. Who, I mean, I've seen, God, it's probably my 6th time seeing them, I think, something like that. And they qualify themselves as adventure metal, not pirate metal, which is a whole other subgenre, mainly European. But this is adventure metal. And yeah.
What an adventure it was.
Yes, for sure. For sure. I mean, musically, they throw in a little bit of everything. I mean, it's definitely, I don't even know where I mean, it's not really death metal based, but kinda. It's a little metalcore. It's a little,
I felt
don't know,
a
it's-
strong Metallica vibe through a bunch of it. And it was interesting watching each one of them perform too. And then like you had the guy on our side that was like doing his like stalking thing and like his like kind of like would climb up on top of the lantern cases back there that they had, and they had these big like cannons on stage and yeah, I don't know what I don't. You're always so good at classifying what the music is, but I mean, it was good. I mean, it was. I could hear the stories in each one. Like they definitely, like what's liners in the CDs. I love because then I can actually see the lyrics. But yeah, they were all just so interesting to watch, and that was one heck of a show too. oh my gosh! And then the flag, bringing out their flag and having that people running the flag around, and that was hilarious. And then when he was like, take down the flag bearer, and I'm like, oh shit, because Lou had the flag.
Okay, so when they did the flag going around, obviously Bud got to do that.
Yeah.
But then they're putting the flagpole down, and Lou was up in front, and he just kind of grabbed it. And I was like, okay, because I'm trying to remember, because obviously this was something significant that was going to happen, but I didn't remember. And at that point, they kind of split the crowd and tried to get like a wall of death going. I mean, luckily, there was only, 2-3 people on each side.
Yeah.
So we're talking 4 to 6 people attacking Lou. And they didn't even really attack Lou. But if it would have been a bigger crowd, and he might have been,
he's pretty tough, though.
He's a pretty tough guy.
Yeah.
He probably would have fought him off fairly well, but
yeah, that was kind of a cool little crowd interactive thing. And then and then at one point, all of a sudden the cannons start blowing smoke out, and I'm like, never did it occur to me that they would put like a fog machine inside the cannons. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's the coolest thing, you know? And then Lou, being as awesome as he is, was trying to keep people doing, a pit, getting people going.
Yeah.
And he's like, if they put some pot smoke in those, cannons, maybe you could open up the crowd a little bit, And so there's an idea for you guys. So if you want to,
I told
liven it up a bit.
One of them that I think the guitar singer, I was talking to him afterward and mentioned that, and he's like, yeah, that's not a bad idea. But then he said that they were looking into, because they have scents that you can put with this particular fog machine, and they're like, yeah, we're going to get the scent of gunpowder. So the smoke will smell like gunpowder. And I'm like, okay. I mean, weed would be a cool idea, but that's just, that'll just sell it so much more.
Yeah.
But yeah, because this was your first experience with
Finally,
Corsair.
yeah.
So yeah,
I thoroughly enjoyed them. Yeah. I'd see them again. Sure.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'd see all these bands again. I mean,
yes.
Unkle Daddy, we kind of have to. I mean,
well, and I would like to get to see Leaving Hope, because
for sure, yeah.
And then Lou got us each a little can koozie, so I have that. But yeah, so I have to dabble a bit in them. So
yeah, for sure.
More CDs to dabble in.
Yeah, and she picked up the Corsair CDs, and
which you reminded me about, because I was not thinking, and we also, I had a heck of a day, and didn't even think about taking any videos or anything, guys. So I do have to apologize for that.
Again, we do apologize. We will return to our normal format, a normal broadcasting eventually. Just trying to think, like maybe. I was going to say maybe for the Toys for Tots show, because that's kind of the next bigger show we have. But I forgot we have Casper Robbie in like a week and a half.
Oh.
In 11 days, actually.
What day is that?
The 26th.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So not this weekend, but next weekend. Yeah. So maybe we'll do it for that too, and maybe we'll get a little convo with Megan and Corey at the table or something. That'd be kind of cool. And then Ray from Black is going to be on that show, and then I think that's with Dying Oath, which is a band I know the name of, but no idea. And I think it's just 3. But I think that's in the bigger room. In the actual, not the cafe, but the one next door. I think.
Okay.
We'll have to see. But anyway. But yeah, we will get back in that format, because even I think it was Bradley again, because we saw him, because he was there Thursday night too. And he mentioned that he's like, you don't do as long as videos as you used to. And I'm like, I know, but the footage, but like when each video turns into an hour and a half, it's like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? But that's a lot of us rambling too.
Your fans want it.
Okay, more band footage and less rambling. Okay, fair enough.
Or more band footage and ramble.
And every video is 2 hours long.
Well,
if that's what the people want. Yeah,
I guess that's called letting them have their cake and eating it too.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's
about it.
pretty
Yeah.
much it. Yeah. Sound aside, it was an awesome show, and again, a lot of friends showed up. I mean, less than I expected to. Like I
Oh yeah.
kind of expected a lot more familiar faces there, just because of all the people that have worked
Yeah.
that Bud has done work for. But
Yeah.
what do you do? I mean, Kellerman was there. That's pretty much all you need.
Yeah.
But I mean, who else was there? I mean, because Kellerman was there.
I mean, there's a lot of people that, like, I don't know everybody's names as well as you do. So I saw a lot of people there that looked, that, Tiffany.
Oh yeah, Tiffany and Lou.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were there.
Rebel Queens.
And another gal that was with them that looked kind of familiar. Oh, Rachel. Rachel was there.
Yeah, Rachel was. I saw her post later. I'm like, oh, Rachel was there because I didn't talk to her.
Oh, Shanti came.
And Shanti was there. I didn't talk to her either.
I ran into her when I went up to get my drink.
She was the social director of the night, talking to everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, there were a few other people too, but I can't think names. I'm not so great with names, but I recognized a lot of people there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
yeah, I recognized a few too that I didn't know if I knew or not. Yeah, one of those kind of situations, but no, it was good.
It was a nice little. I think it was a nice little party.
Nice little
get together.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So congratulations, Bud, for the move, which is awesome. And maybe if we're ever down in Santa Fe, we'll get together and have lunch or something. I don't know.
And he says he'll come back, but he'll come not in the winter.
Not in the winter. He'll come back for the summer. Yeah, that just makes sense.
Yeah. We did mention for him to that Tank needs another in full flight picture.
Oh yeah. I was saying that's kind of the only regret I had with him moving was that he never got to shoot Outlaw Saint. But if he comes back during the summer and we have a good show like at Route or somewhere like that,
yeah,
maybe. I only worked with Bud professionally once, and that was at a strike show many years ago at Nison's, and this is the one picture I have. But yeah, I mean, his work, I like his work. He's, I know there's other photographers on the scene. David Ruby, I know, is the other kind of big one. But like Chilton does stuff, and
Al.
All Town, obviously, yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of photographers, but I don't know, Bud just has that touch or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And plus, I know Bud. I've never met Dave. I mean, I know Al a little bit. I haven't really talked to Al, and Greg I know, obviously. But, anyway, we're rambling again.
Yeah, rambling.
But anyway, so yeah, all the bands are recommended. I hope they figure out the sound at DogHouse because that was just weird. We're gonna have to see Leaving Hope again at some point because I want to give them another shot. And again, they seem like nice boys. They seem like very nice boys. But anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Absolutely.
So until then, do all the things, you know.
Be a good person.
Be a good person.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason not to. Well, there are, but.
No. I'll stick with your face.
Anyway, see you guys later.